In the year 1666, London was one of the largest cities in Europe. Narrow wooden houses crowded its streets, and thousands of people lived close together in cramped conditions. Most buildings were made of timber, with thatched roofs and tar, which made them dangerously flammable. The city had survived plagues and wars, but no one was prepared for the disaster that was about to unfold. On the night of September 2nd, 1666, a small fire began in the bakery of Thomas Fariner on Pudding Lane. It seemed like a minor accident, something that could be controlled, but strong winds quickly carried sparks from one wooden house to another, and within hours, flames spread uncontrollably. By the next morning, the fire had grown into a monstrous blaze. Houses, shops, and churches were engulfed. Families rushed to save whatever belongings they could carry, but most were forced to abandon everything. The fire was so intense that molten lead poured from the roofs of St. Paul's Cathedral. For 4 days, London burned. Eyewitnesses described the sound of roaring flames, collapsing buildings, and the cries of terrified citizens. Entire streets disappeared in walls of fire. Some people believed the end of the world had come. Others blamed foreign enemies or even divine punishment for the sins of the city. The official attempts to stop the fire were chaotic. At first, the Lord Mayor of London dismissed the fire as insignificant. By the time the seriousness was realized, it was already too late. Firefighting in the 17th century was primitive. Buckets of water and fire hooks were used, but they had little effect against such a massive blaze. One of the few effective methods was pulling down houses to create fire breaks. But owners resisted having their homes destroyed. It was only when King Charles II personally intervened that soldiers began demolishing buildings to stop the spread. Even then, the fire continued raging until September 6th, when the winds finally died down and the flames burned themselves out. The destruction was staggering. Nearly 90 churches, 13,000 homes, and countless businesses were reduced to ashes. Around 70,000 people were left homeless. Surprisingly, the official death toll was recorded as very low, but many historians believe countless poor and unrecorded victims perished in the inferno. The Great Fire of London not only destroyed a city but also transformed it. Out of the ashes came new laws and rebuilding efforts. Wooden houses were banned, and buildings of brick and stone became the new standard. Sir Christopher Wren was commissioned to redesign St. Paul's Cathedral, which still stands today as a symbol of resilience. The fire also changed the way cities prepared for disasters. It led to the development of the first fire insurance companies and improved urban planning. London emerged scarred but stronger, setting the stage for the modern metropolis it would one day become. The Great Fire remains one of the most dramatic events in European history, a reminder that sometimes destruction paves the way for rebirth. From the chaos of flames rose a new London, shaped by tragedy but rebuilt with vision and determination. This was the story of the Great Fire of London, a city consumed by flames, yet reborn from its ashes. Don't forget to subscribe to Biography Plus and share this video with those who love exploring shocking true stories of history.